Okay, this is Shanae with Styles by Shanae, and I just wanted to show you guys the beginning process of my coloring stages. I already applied the color of Fremisi. My client is going to go blonde, so I applied that in my applicator bowl along with a 40 volume Asadura activator. And what I'm going to do, this is the color, and this is a professional line. You could only find it in Cosmoprof, a professional brand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and whisk up the color. This is my whisk. I'm going to go ahead and mix it, and then I'm going to apply it to my client's hair. Okay, right now I'm going to show you guys a tutorial of how to apply color. My client here, Miss Ebony, has twist. She has the natural 2-strand Kinky Twist, but we're turning her twist into permanent locks. And so at this time what we did was Ebony has allowed her hair to grow out for about, what, 2 months, Ebony? Mm-hmm. About 2 months. So this is 2 months worth of new growth. As you can see, this is the part where the twist is at. Some of her hair is still conjoined inside of the twist. We're going to go ahead and do her new growth, a base color blonde, to blend with some of the blonde here. This is going to be a 2-part tutorial. Now, understand that I use 1 part color, Fremisi color, 1 part color, 2-part activator lotion. This is a 40 volume. It's all applied in my applicator bowl, filled to the top. I'm going to go ahead and process her hair in the back. When you go from light to dark, you start in the front. When you go from dark to light, you start in the back. Because I don't want her hairline to process faster. And then it's too high lift. So once again, when you process from light to dark, you start in the front. When you go from dark to light, you start in the back. And what I mean is that although some of you color hair at home, as a professional colorist, you section the hair into 4 quadrants or more, like doing a relaxer. And there's always a specific place where you have to apply it. So right now you don't quite see what I'm doing, but I'm applying the color to the new growth. The white part you see on here, that's color. So I'm going to make sure I bring it down. And remember, I said I'm doing it 1 base color, which is blonde. So with that being said, we're going to get, because she's at a level 2 right now, I want to bring her up to a level 8 to 9. So I chose to use a high lift to get that desired look. And I use the 40 volume because it takes you there faster. If I wanted a slow process, I would have used a 30 volume or a 35. But I want a high lift. And I wanted to get there at a certain pace. Okay, everyone, so I'm on the front process on the last quadrant of the hair. As you can see the difference between the two. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply it right on the hairline. Then you go down your first. You want to section out all of the square. You want to outline it. So I'm just going around. I'm not going to do the actual hairline yet because it processes the fastest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a section and move them over. And I'm just going to go line for line with the application. Because I used a high lift, her hair in the back is already processing. And that's the whole point why I started in the back. Because you don't want the front to ever be over processed and get too light because then it'll look like the client doesn't have a hairline. It'll look invisible. So as you can see, I'm applying from the new growth down with this finger. There you go. Right there. Come down. Don't look. Down some. Yep. You're crooked. There you go. Sorry, we had to focus the camera lens. So, as you can see, once again, the application of the color process. And what I'm doing is I'm going row for row. It may be 1 or 2 rows, but no more than that because you want full coverage. And as you can see, once I apply it on the row, it begins to come towards the hairline. So that's why you don't have to put it directly on the hairline. Now I'm going to lift the hair up and I'm going to put it on her natural hair that's coming through the twist, which are becoming our future locks. And yes, if you want, you could say, oh, she's cheating to get locks longer. It's not necessarily that she's cheating. It's just the fact of why not go ahead and start them from this process instead of starting them when you have to cut your hair and or have them short and thin, because she likes the fullness. And because she has fine hair, it's a cool opportunity for her to have full locks with this extension added. You'll be surprised how many people start their locks that way. It's like an overnight process. So this is pretty much the color process right here. I'm going to let it sit on her hair for 20 minutes. I'll show you how the back has already processed. Now you see me actually getting on the hairline of the front, the tail end of the hair. I'm going to pull these that I had over back down, and I'm going to apply color throughout the twist. Once again, because she has hair in the twist, and we want those to be colored as well. Want to make sure that we have full coverage on her hair. And when I say full coverage, I mean color coverage. Now I'm just pulling them through because I want to break up the line of demarcation. The line of demarcation is from the new growth to the line where it's not being processed, where we're going to leave it the same. But you don't want it to just have a blunt line. You want it to have something like a smoothing through process where it looks like it's not a sharp line, but it's blended smoothly. And I could feel her hair heating up as I'm touching it, which means that the chemical is processing and taking on her hair. Now, she did ask me a question, is it supposed to sting like this, like a relaxer? Now, what I did inform her is the reason that she is feeling that way is because I use the high lift volume of 40. And, of course, you're going to feel the chemical process, which is altering the original state of hair. So you guys can't probably see the color, but the process has already taken effect. And I love it. And it's going to blend with her complexion. I mixed 2 colors together to create this color that we're going to achieve. Which my colors is not names. My colors is, I'm going to bend down and let the shampoo go. My colors aren't names. My colors are numbers. So I blended a 12-6-2. with an 11-2-6. So with that being said, she's going to come out a nice blonde. Hopefully we'll get rid of all the copper and it'll just be straight blonde. But it depends because, like I said, we took her from a level 2. Her hair was really dark. So we're going to see how high it lifts because right now we're already at a 6. So if I could go up 3 more levels, I would be completely satisfied, which would be at a 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. So that would be close to a 12 per se, but we're not going to be able to reach that unless I use bleach. And bleach is pretty harsh. And I want her to have a soft summer look. So we're going to go ahead and let this process for 20 minutes. And I'm going to show you guys what the process looks like right now and after. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the next part of locking her hair. Now this is what Ebony's locks are looking like, her free locks with the color on it. As you can see, it's processing the brown from one earlier. It was black. So this is the coloring process. It's all underneath. She's going to go under the dryer for 20 minutes, and we'll talk to you guys later.